Hi friends, Sarah Jean here from Friends of Strays, and we're here at our shelter with Dr. Emerson, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about why we choose not to breed label animals in our shelter.
All right, so for the longest time, and in a lot of animal shelters still, when dogs would come in, we would try to look at them and guess what breed they were. So this is, Wilbur here, and we, probably would have looked at him and based off of his size and shape and kind of, his blocky head, you don't want to look at the camera. Based off his size, shape, and blocky head, we probably would have labeled him as a pit bull mix. But in reality, there's probably a lot more to Wilbur than that. So a lot of dogs, we'll give them these breed labels, but we don't really know. We get dogs from all sorts of locations, all sorts of backgrounds. We don't know their history, we don't know their bloodlines, and all we're doing is guessing. Really, it's just a guess based off of what they look like. But you could put a lot of different breeds of dogs together and end up with a dog that looks nothing like any of the breeds. I myself own a dog. I did a DNA test, and she's a mix of 8 different breeds of dog, many of which I never would have guessed were in her. So we have moved away from breed labeling at Friends of Strays because we don't want to give anyone the wrong impression. We don't really know what these dogs are. We don't want to, slap them with a label that may be very incorrect. Sometimes it also makes it harder for these guys to get adopted. There's still a lot of stigma surrounding pit bulls out there. A lot of our dogs may be pit bull mixes, but we don't want to turn anybody off to them because so many of them are great, great, great dogs. And a lot of them really are 50% less or 50% pit bull or less when you actually do a DNA test. It's very, very interesting to find out. So those DNA tests do exist if you do ever adopt a dog and want to do one for yourself. Embark and Wisdom Panel are the 2 brands that I know of if you do want to find out the breed of your dog. But in all honesty, breed doesn't make a difference. All dogs of all breeds can have wonderful personalities and make great, great, great pets. So in the end, it doesn't really matter to us because they're all great dogs and they're going to make great companions for you, and we're going to try to make the best match possible with all these dogs for their forever homes.
So we're going to judge a dog by its behavior and by its personality and not necessarily what breed characteristics it might have.
Absolutely.
And Wilbur and all of our dogs have lots of love to give, that's for sure.